Both Dutch and Bellevue have claimed that the 7.8 earthquake that struck in New Zealand 2 minutes after midnight on the 14th of November 2016, that's New Zealand time, or 11:02 on the 13th of November UTC, was a predicted hit. Bella even went so far as to make a video to prove a case. So once again we need to show the truth, and that is that Dutch did not predict this quake. We will now play a clip of what Dutch actually said regarding a large quake. I won't talk over it, and we'll just let it play so you can hear clearly and honestly what he is saying. The facts.
Like a game of Pong, the pressure has nowhere to go. Look where the south tip of the ridge ends. The pressure's just going to go down and come back. It has nowhere to go. It's not releasing. So we have deep earthquakes to the north. What's our deep earthquake to the north? Oh, I don't know, a deep 5.9. Well, doesn't that mean there's a shallow 6.9 to 7.9 or a large swarm coming somewhere near North New Zealand or maybe a few hundred miles north of New Zealand? Yes, the potential is there for a large earthquake. But since we're looking for pressure to transfer to the west, the chances of the larger earthquake, again the 6.9 to 7.9, would be to strike to the west because pressure transfers to the west. Like a game of Pong, the pressure has nowhere to go. Look where the south tip of the ridge ends. The pressure's just going to go down and come back. It has nowhere to go. It's not releasing. So we have deep earthquakes to the north. What's our deep earthquake to the north? Oh, I don't know, a deep 5.9. Well, doesn't that mean there's a shallow 6.9 to 7.9 or a large swarm coming somewhere near North New Zealand or maybe a few hundred miles north of New Zealand? Yes, the potential is there for a large earthquake. But since we're looking for pressure to transfer to the west, the chances of the larger earthquake, again the 6.9 to 7.9, would be to strike to the west because pressure transfers to the west.
So let's see where 200 miles takes us to the north of New Zealand. Okay, now let's see how far it is from where Dutch predicted the quake could hit to Kaikoura. This is the area to the west that Dutch was pointing at and waving his cursor around on, showing us where he really thought it was going to strike. Now let's see how far it is from where the quake actually hit in Kaikoura to the west, where Dutch said the bigger quake was most likely to hit. Oh, 2,284 miles. Definitely not a hit. We are now going to show you a video that Bellevue very conveniently forgot to tell you about. It is a video clip taken the day of the Kaikoura quake, where Dutch admits and acknowledges that he did not forecast, predict the 7.8 earthquake.
Hello everybody, it is 10:50 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, November 13th, 2016. And I bring you a tremendous report out of New Zealand, guys. A near 8.0 earthquake has struck northeast of Christchurch on the South Island, main island of New Zealand. Now I was off by magnitude, and off by 200 miles. Last night I issued a warning for right here, right off the northeast tip of the island, and instead the southern island was hit. I'm sorry, guys. I can't get it all.
Did you note how it was interesting? He didn't mention anything about his prediction for the west, as he had earlier on, the day before. So he's now just only 200 miles off, not several thousand. Doesn't sound quite so bad, does it? But that's how he hedges his bets. He had to the north of New Zealand, and he also had to the west. So, yep, he had $1 each way. and he still couldn't win. Intellectually dishonest. That's how I would refer to both Dutchsinse and Bella Virgo. They both know that Dutch did not predict the Kaikoura 7.8 earthquake 2016, but they both maintain he did. Very intellectually dishonest. This is not the only time Dutch has claimed a big earthquake as a hit. He does it so often and gets away with it due to people not going back to his previous videos and watching them carefully to see if he did in fact predict the quake he is claiming. So many people have been sucked into believing Dutch because human nature does not allow people to believe someone would so boldly claim on a public platform like YouTube to have done something they have in fact not done. Dutch relies on his rambling predictions and his videos being hard to follow, and the fact that people can't and won't take the time to go back and check. Most people are trusting and want to believe that someone is genuine, especially when they think this person has a gift. He has a gift, all right, and that is a gift of the gab, and he can tell a good story and sound very convincing, sadly. As much as it would be nice to know when the next big quake is going to strike, it's as yet not possible. So the best thing any of us can do is to be prepared. If you're prepared, you can cope so much easier. Being prepared empowers you as well. It helps take some of the fear away. You feel more in control. The last thing you should be doing is relying on people who take money to be able to supposedly predict when quakes are going to happen. It would be nice to think that this will be the last video we need to make, but alas, while Dutch is making money from it, he's not going to stop casting aspersions on the different agencies from around the world, the hard-working professionals, and anyone who dares to disagree with him. The more distrust he creates, the more chance he has of getting people to follow him. Bella Virgo, in her total and utter devotion to her master, goes on nasty and vindictive attacks that also cannot go unchecked. We will continue to show the truth, and we will not allow the lies and scams to go unchallenged. We'll catch you all at the next video. Take care.